Hey, hello.
What's up, Brian? How are you, bud?
Good. How are you doing?
Doing good, dude. Doing real good.
Good. Yeah,
I
sorry, I'm in the car, so I'm kind of gonna pay attention as much as possible as
No,
we
you're good.
drive around.
If you turn your phone sideways, it might help. I'm gonna do a screen share here in a second, so
Okay.
you can see your stats a little bit clearer. All right, rock and roll, dude. Well, yeah. So I got wow, dude, you got 27 leads on 410 text messages.
That's kind of what I was thinking. That seemed really good.
You you are correct about that. But yeah, let's cover these stats real quick. All right,
Okay.
so um, things went really well. Just at a glance, we did 1,100 dials. Okay,
Okay.
84 people answered the phone, which is a 7.64% contact rate. Okay,
Okay.
that's kind of average. If I could be honest with you, that's right in the average
Yeah.
mark. We did
Okay.
get 8 leads on that. That's pretty good. So that's 138 dials per lead, which is pretty stellar. Okay.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, that's super stellar. So we definitely love to see that. Um, Out of the 84 people we spoke to, only 9 told us that we had the wrong number. And
Oh, really?
yeah, and that's great. So that means 89% of the people that answered the phone own the piece of land that we were calling about,
That's
which is
great.
yeah. So I just like to cover these stats with you as well, because it's kind of like, hey, here's the results, and now we see why we had good results. A lot of the right people on the phone. We had a good amount of people answer. So it's kind of like getting granular. Then moving on to the text messages, we did 410 text messages and
Okay.
55 people replied. That's really high. That's a 13.41% response rate, which is really high for texting. Normally we
That's
see 5 to 10, just so you know.
okay. Wow.
Um, yeah, so that was good. And then as it was almost over half of those people actually told us, actually almost exactly half of those people told us that they want 27 of those responses were positive, which was great. Now that is really high, right?
Yeah.
Just how you said, I have never seen that is a text that is a lead in every 15 text messages we sent for you. That's
Oh
definitely
my gosh.
that's a new
That,
lead world record.
oh, good. I was gonna say I felt like that was really good.
Yeah, no,
Um,
that is super stellar. So I love
okay,
to.
good. I like that.
And, and then there's another campaign here that I'll cover with you. Okay.
Okay.
This one was this says MT and AZ. I'm not too sure what state MT is. Montana.
Yeah, Montana be Missoula.
Got it. Um, okay, cool. And then I'll cover these stats with you. So this one,
Yeah.
um, the cold calling was much less impressive here. We did 1,100 dials. 98 people picked up the phone. This one actually had a better answer rate. Okay. So more people answered at 8.91% contact rate opposed to 7.3. So almost like 20% higher. And then 2 of those became a lead as well. Okay.
Okay.
Now that's not too impressive. But if I was to say, like maybe at a glance, just seeing that is this might be an area of more desirable land, right? Which is something that we see sometimes. So I don't know like where in Montana this is or California. I see that it's both AZ and Montana.
Yeah, we did. I just needed to add some leads instead of to fill. And so this was going to be the next county I was looking at. And
Got
so
it.
I was just curious about it because it seems like it's outside some of the cities in Montana, but it's in obviously covers a lot of rural land with large acreages. So
Hmm. Yeah, so it's like a wide range of everything that's there.
yeah.
And the texting actually did amazing, right? So texting really saved the day on this one. We got 15 text messages on 690 results, which is
Okay.
which is really good. And we do like to see that. So that kind of allowed this one to rebound. And those are stellar. I'll do the math on how many texts that is per
Yeah.
yeah, so it's 46 texts per lead, which is still very stellar. I always say,
Yeah, that's
um,
good.
yeah, for land, a great campaign is 80 to 100 texts per lead, in my opinion. So these two are well beyond great. But yeah, so this is the kind of the coverage of your stats. Then, how did everything go on your side?
Actually pretty good. I just kind of had to get organized because it's interesting figuring out kind of how, my schedule works around. Usually we're sitting down to dinner when I'm getting callbacks and all this stuff. And so, but I actually had quite a few people call me back. And I know I probably should let the support know who calls me back so they don't keep getting calls.
If
Um,
they, yes, if they become a lead, that's correct,
oh,
right?
okay.
But yes, if they don't become a lead, who cares? Let us
Just,
call them again, in my opinion,
yeah,
right?
I was
Uh,
gonna say that would take the work off. Yeah.
exactly. So you don't have to stress about that. So if they become a lead, I would let us
Yeah.
know about them. And if they
Okay.
don't, let us take another shot at it.
Okay. Well, yeah, I called back everybody. And there's probably, there was probably 30 different people that I was able to talk to from the campaign.
Wow.
Um,
Wow. That's a lot.
Probably, well, actually, so five of those I left voicemails or texts, or they may have called back. I missed them, or they just didn't text me back or something. And so probably 25. I think I still sent almost 30 offers anyways, because I knew those people wanted
Yeah. They wanted to
an
sell,
offer. So
right?
I had their address, so I went ahead and mailed those,
Good
that
for
I
you.
had.
Good for you.
Like yeah, so we sent probably almost 30 offers out.
And then what
Uh
I would do too, I don't know if you've seen my courses yet, but what I would do too is I would follow up. Maybe give them a week after you know that they've
yeah,
gotten it. Hey, because you got their contact info from the lead, so hey, just wanted to give you a shout. Did you get the offer? What did you think?
yeah.
Right. That way you were kind of opening the conversation because even if you come up $2,000 to $5,000, you might still make a ton of money on one of
That's
these.
what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah, and one guy even I did talk to him again, and he said he's probably going to do it, but he will do it in a month. And I was like, okay, well, I'll probably
Okay.
follow up sooner than that. But
Yeah.
um,
Exactly.
I think I might have, besides him, I think I have potentially one or two deals already, just waiting for like signed contracts. So
Love that.
yeah, so that's way better than my mailing campaign so far.
Yeah. No, I
Yeah,
love it. And then yeah, I mean, it definitely at a fraction of the cost as well, right? So I think that's I just launched a Facebook ad today that says direct mail got you down. Let us
yeah.
let us bring it back up. So it's cool that you said that.
Yeah, no, I'm enjoying this more for sure, but I also, got to just figure out my
System.
schedule today because you guys only call in the evenings. That's pretty much your main focus, right? Is
Well, honestly, we call all throughout the day. We're just so damn busy right now.
okay.
That it happens at all times of the day. But my team starts around 9 a.m.
Okay.
Eastern, and they work until 11 p.m. Eastern. But the way that works is we
Oh,
don't
right.
in anyone's time zone past 7:30 p.m.
Right. That makes sense. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
'Cause I missed a call and I called them back and it was New York and they were like, "It's late, man." I'm like, "Oh, sorry." Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah. So they were cool. It was good. And I just changed my voicemail instead of trying to answer all the callbacks just to see if they can leave a voicemail. So I hope that's okay. But
Yeah. A friend of mine told me to keep it vague, you know.
yeah,
Hey, one is if you are calling about a property, let me know what county it's in, you know.
yeah,
So that way it's light and you still know, if you do happen to own a piece of land, let me know where it's located, kind of thing. Or let me know how acre it may be like a one answer question kind of thing. That's what I would try. But dude, I'm happy for you, man. Sounds like we killed it, and then sounds like you killed it too. Not a
yeah,
lot of people take action afterwards. I think systems and scaling can become the next thing, right? It's like,
yeah,
wow, I need to really now that I solved the problem of leads,
yeah, right.
I need to now solve the problem of creating a system to now handle 30, 50 leads kind of thing
Yeah,
too.
because that it was a lot. And so that's why I think I'm pretty quick at researching uh properties. And so that is just the system, I think, whether it's callback or I mean, I assume I should probably still research every lead. I don't know about outsourcing that, but
Yeah.
um
Yeah,
I
I'd
think
say
that's
at least, a good rule of thumb is do it until you can systematize it. Does that make
right.
sense? Like,
Yeah, that does make sense.
I've been in business for 7 years. I still take all the sales calls And it was literally until this year that I was like, oh, I can actually systematize this call. Like now I still am the only one that does sales calls. I do have someone taking my overflow. So if I'm busy, at least the phone gets answered.
Yeah, for sure.
But it's like, even after that, it's also what I love. Right. So
Yeah,
it's,
right.
so I would just share that wisdom with you. I do it a bunch, create a system, and then give it away if you want to.
Yeah, right, exactly. That's what I want to focus on. So I am so grateful if this is the only thing I can do full time. And so I'm gonna definitely lean into that big time. So um we'll see how this goes. And then I might I don't know if you have people that do it full time, if it's generally, they do this once a month, or if they do it, I don't know how.
Yeah, so I would say I feel like full time in this would probably be buying the one bigger package up and then doing that once a month.
Yeah.
I'm actually considering like creating packages for land investors that are like that, where
Okay.
it's like, hey, like this is what like full time, part
Like a
time.
monthly cost kind
Yeah,
of thing.
right,
Yeah.
right. Like kind of like break every, but I would say the King Kong package, the next one up, I think it's like 1530. I think
Yeah.
doing that a month and then starting there, creating a system to handle those 50 to 80 leads a month. And then once you do that, then we can talk about ramping, if that makes sense, would be my advice.
Okay. And then I think my biggest time suck is probably listing properties and just getting them sold, actually. Because I had a lot come through from some mailers that and I didn't know if you systematize that, or just, investor here. Like,
No, so, I don't do too much with Dispo.
yeah,
I do offer, I do have two things. One is a website called dispothedeal.com where you
mhm,
could list your properties for sale on this like nationwide marketplace for investors.
yeah,
That's one thing. And the other thing I offer is if you give me like the city and the state, and then like whether it's a land or a house, I make a Facebook post for you and I could tag you in that and connect you with all my buyers, right?
that'd be
So
sweet. Yeah.
yeah, so I can do that. And I don't, are we Facebook friends yet?
Yeah, I think
Cool.
uh
I'll
yeah, a
I'll,
couple
I'll
weeks
click right
ago,
now.
maybe.
And so what I'll do if I find you, I'll make you let me know.
You posted something about Northern California because I texted a couple that I have for sale, but I don't know
Yeah, are
if,
you, is this you at West Point? West
yeah,
Point,
mhm,
California? Okay, great. I'm gonna
yeah,
add you right now.
cool.
Then if you want, you can just always text me the city and the state that it's in. I'll make a post, who's buying land in this market,
Yeah,
and then I'll tag you in it. And anyone who comments, just go ham on them.
just follow up. Okay, cool.
Exactly.
Good. Right on.
All right, well, rock and roll, dude. Anything else I can do for you right now?
Um, no, I think that's good. And do you send me those spreadsheets that we were just looking at?
Yeah, so that's actually attached to our calendar invite.
Okay, good deal.
Yeah,
Perfect. Yeah,
yeah.
just want to take a look at those a little closer
Yeah,
too.
yeah. So
So
you should have those. If they're not in there, you can't see them for whatever reason, just email us and we can send them right over to you.
awesome. Cool. Thank you so much, man.
Yeah, my pleasure, dude. Thank you, bro. Have a great
Yeah.
weekend.
You too. Thanks.
Yeah, see you.